Alright, welcome to this tutorial video. This is LP Lifestyle. That's my YouTube channel, LPELPY space lifestyle on YouTube. And my IGN in this game is Kinslayer. Now here I will do a quick tutorial on Dragloon attacks. Many of you already know how to do a Dragloon attack, but some want to know how to do the finer attacks in order to do 3-star base. So let's get started. I'm going to look at a previous war we previously lost, but only by a small margin. Here we are. So let's see here. I was at the top and I managed to 3-star both bases using Dragloon attacks. So let's do a quick replay. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to rank these defenses from 1 to 3, with 1 being the most dangerous and 3 being less than dangerous. Not as dangerous, but less. Of course, the number 1 is the air defenses. Air defenses are the most dangerous because they will destroy any air defense or air attack that you have. But equally as dangerous are air seeker mines, especially the black ones. Those I would look out for. Now, when attacking a base, always locate your air defenses. That's the first thing you should do. Second most dangerous ones would be, I'm going to include 3 of them right now, would be these turrets, I guess you could say. Are they turrets? Not too sure. So tier 2 or tier 2 dangerous to air defense would be these turrets if they are set to attack your air troops. Then air sweeper mines and the queen. Now I put the queen as a tier 2, not as a tier 1 or tier 3. The reason being is dependent on the level. If we're looking at a tier, let's say level 15 queen, that would be quite dangerous to your dragons, as the damage she can do is whopping. Same for the air sweeper. Now the air sweeper is not so much a powerhouse, but it is annoying, and it can make the difference between scoring a 2-star and a 3-star. Now, let's get started. Oh, well, before we start, the final troops are pretty much the rest, such as these archer towers and the wizard, as they don't do as much damage to your drags, which can absorb a huge amount of damage. Now, first things first. When you are deciding for an attack, let's see, well, maybe I'll just see. Let's see how this goes. There. Now, what I did there, many people will often take 2 quakes and 4 lightning in order to destroy 2 air defenses. But what I like to do is count how many spaces there are between each air defense. And the diameter of the quake reaches roughly 8 spaces. If these 2 are within 8 spaces of each other, it would only take 1 quake to hit both. And then with that, you are allowed to use 2 lightnings and save yourself 1 extra spell. Now, in most cases, the difference between 3-starring a base relies on that spell. The other strategy, well, you'll see in a moment. I like to stick with all drag and lava hound attack. That's my favorite, although I do include loons here or there. The reason for that is pretty evident, as you'll soon see. Lava hounds are perfect for tanking. They act as the golems of the sky. So, what I intend to do is have this lava hound absorb the attacks from both of these air defenses. Perfect. And right away, as soon as it gets within range, I will activate the haste, and it will already be too late for these air defenses to stop my troops. My troops are too close. And you can watch the destruction ensue. There you are. Look at the perfect line of my troops, perfectly even, each one taking out the next. Now let's watch it and fast forward. There we are. There you go, a perfect air Dragloon attack. Thought it was clever there. Alright, now let's take a look at a more difficult base. That was a mid-range TH9 base. Here, we get to look at a more maxed base. Again, when I first examine a base, I'm going to look at the air defenses. I see that these two, after counting, are within range of a quake, and these two are within range of a quake. However, these two and these two are not. So I have a choice to either attack these or this. I decide on the bottom. So let's take a look. And there goes the quake. And there goes the lightning. And I still have a haste spell. There go the drags. And I'll go over funneling in the next attack. Now I did something really clever about this attack. As soon as the drags destroyed the outer structures, I immediately launched my Lava Hound so he can aggro the first air defense. There it is, and put in the loons, and the haste will go right where the bulk of my forces are. There they go. Now the clever thing I did was I noticed that this air sweeper was facing in the direction of this this air defense. So in my mind, I thought, why not use it? As you will see, this air sweeper is going to blow my drags aside towards the direction of that air defense. There you go, push it close. And now, we get to watch the destruction of this base as well. And there you have it. Another 3-star on a fairly maxed, not quite maxed, but fairly. Now let's go back to the current war we're in, and I'll show you what not to do. So this is our enemy team, and they decided to attack our number 9. What I notice is he has level 9 drags, 9 drags and level 3. Now that alone should have been enough to 3-star this base. This base only has, 3 level 5 air defenses. But as you'll soon see, he'll make the one mistake you should never do when using a Dragloon attack. And right here, he launches all of the drags in one place. Now what's going to happen is it's going to split apart. The drags tend to attack the nearest structure, which means it's going to attack this structure and this structure after it's done. And they split, and there's the big mistake. As soon as they're splitting, they will be prime targets for these air defenses, as you'll soon see. Let's speed it up. Only one drag reached this air defense. Oh, there goes 2. Already, they've split apart. They're going to the top, and they've made a mistake. What should have been an easy 3-star is now a struggle to just 2-star it. There you are. See? Speed it up. There. I believe he manages to 2-star the base, but only just. And that, my friends, is what not to do. Nice job there. I'll show you one more attack in which I 3-starred in this war. Right over here. So, I did say the number one thing to look out for is the air defenses, and I did. I scanned all of them and realized none of them would get hit by only one quake. I needed 2, so I decided on these top 2. But before even that, you should try to see if you would be able to destroy any one of these using your King Queen. Your King Queen would be perfect troops in order to destroy at least one. And I noticed this is an outlying air defense, which makes it a prime example. I'll show you. Immediately launch the king-queen, and they're attacking it. There you go. Now, due to that strategy, this base only has one air defense left, making it a lot easier to 3-star. And I'll show you a quick attack, launch all of my troops. I don't have a haste anymore, which made destroying this base much more difficult. And, forgot to activate my queen ability. You numbnuts, you LP. Numbnuts. However, those tier 3 troop or defenses won't be enough to stop my drag. I think even one drag would have been enough to stop all that. And there you have it. Alright, and that ends this tutorial. I'll be making another advanced tutorial at a later time if you'd like to know more. This is LP Lifestyle. Like and subscribe the video if you want to see more. ELPY Lifestyle at YouTube.